Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Terry Brandt, and my wife Nita and I run a cow-calf operation here on the west shore of Lake Manitoba, which is one of the larger lakes here in the province. I'll try and keep this brief, but I wanted to just film a little bit of an introduction video here for the channel and kind of what we do. We've been working on growing our herd here for quite a few years. We're up to about 75 mother cows that we're calving out this year, and so that's mainly what I'll be showing on this channel. Probably is the cattle side of things. We run mostly Angus and Hereford cattle, so that's kind of what we do there. And then yeah, I'll probably be, it's getting towards the end of March here, so we've just got started with calving, so I figured, well, there should be lots to show with that, so I'll probably start with that, and then yeah, I'll probably show some haying videos, some stuff like that. And then yeah, living on the lake shore here, we do quite a bit of fishing as well, both in the summer and ice fishing in the winter, so I'll maybe show some of that. I don't know, it could be kind of a mixture of all kinds of things. Both enjoy hunting as well, so I'll probably be showing some of that. We'll just see how it goes. So this first video here that I'm putting out, we get going with calving, and I've got just a few projects around the yard, setting up our calving pens and putting a new walk-through gate in the side of our shelter and some stuff like that. So yeah, that'll probably be kind of just down that line, some odds and ends, and yeah, whatever I feel inspired to film and post on here. So welcome to Hunt, Fish and Farm MB. That's what I decided to call the channel. That way if I put a mixture of stuff on here, it can maybe all kind of fall under that name. So welcome to my channel, and hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. So one of the things I've been wanting to get done, there's been a spot on the side of our cattle shelter where I've been wanting to have a walk-through gate for a couple years already, and actually started on it last spring and never got it finished up. So I got it tackled that the other day, and I got that all built and finished. So I want to work at getting that put in today. I got to trim out some boards and cut a hole in the side, trim some tin where I want the gate to go. So that's my project for this morning. I've got some tools gathered up here, a bunch of stuff that I think I might need. So that's where it's gonna go. So we've got our calving area in the back, and then we always build some calving pens in the shelter here, and so we're always back and forth through here during calving a lot. And so up till now I've always had to just climb over or go around to one of the other gates, and I've always thought it'd be real handy to have a walk-through gate right there. So I built this the other day out of I had an old corral panel I chopped up in an old walk-through gate, and then I bought a little bit of some new 2x2 square tubing and some stuff like that, and made the frame for around it, and built the hinges and the latch and everything like that. So I think that's going to be real slick. Built this horseshoe latch for it. See how it works. I think it'll be nice. Just clips up, and then I put a piece of square tubing here to hold the horseshoe up, so that when you know, if you're walking through to this side, it's easy to slide it closed, and then it just falls down. And we still got our replacement heifers up in this pen here. Once it gets closer to calving, then I find somewhere else for them to be and move cows up into here. But for now, they're still up in here, and I'm going to lock them out of this shelter so that they're not in my way, and so that I don't have to worry about them crawling out of this hole when I open it up to put that gate in there. So get them locked out of here, close some gates up here, Come on, let's go. Should be good there. Swing this around. All right, so yeah, I'll get this closed up and then I'll show you the inside of this where that panel's gonna go. So we'll see how good I did at measuring. It's supposed to fit kind of the end with the gate goes against this post, and then the other end comes to this post somewhere. Can't even remember when I originally measured it if I had planned for it to go in here or if I had wanted it to come on this side of the post, because what we usually do here for calving is we build 2 calving pens here, one in that corner and then one right here. So my idea was the curl panel that I set up here, it would be nice if I could actually pin it to the end of that gate just to tie everything together. But yeah, this is what the inside looks like. So I'm gonna have to trim out these 3 boards for sure, and I'm thinking this one as well, at least part of it. So what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll run a 2x6 from, I don't know, maybe all the way to the top all the way down. I'm gonna leave this tin here. I'm gonna just open up this spot where the walk-through gate is, and then I want to fill this old tin blew off a few years ago already, so I want to put some fresh tin there and just have an opening just right kind of right where the gate goes through. So I will yeah, get this closed up and start pulling things apart here. So I got everything opened up here so I can work on it easily from both sides. And I got the gate kind of just roughly put in there so I can see for sure what I'm working with. But yeah, that's kind of roughly how it's gonna look. I'll get it all nice and level and whatever, but to dig some straw out, and then yeah, it looks like I measured it up so that the end of this will just kind of center on this pole, and that should work good. And then I should be able to hook my calving pens right up to that, and then yeah, the gate will be right here, and that'll get us through to outside the shelter here. Got the heifers kicked out of here. Of course, they're all curious now what's going on. What do you think, girls? There's her dog, Lexi. Yeah, she knows her name. She loves sitting in the sun in the straw when it gets to this time of year. This nice spring weather. She's doesn't have a thick hair coat, so when it's really cold in the winter, she doesn't like being outside much. But when it gets to this time of year and that sun's got some heat to it, she loves that. If we're working out here, she'll just spend hours sitting somewhere in the sun or chasing squirrels. She loves to do that. She also knows what that means, right, Lex? You know what squirrels are? Where's the squirrels? But yeah, she's a good work companion. Keeps me company while I'm doing projects. works. Got my gate fastened. It latches nice. Still got some tin work I need to do up there. Put a board across up here. Clean that up a little bit, but as far as the gate goes, I think it's all set. It looks pretty good. I just need to put a chain or something around this end, keep that panel, suck this panel tight against the post so that it takes this little bit of wobble out of it. But then once I have that done, it should be good to go. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, calving season has begun. Had our first calf. I was working on this gate, and I went in for some lunch. When I came back out, I took the quad out through the cows. Didn't see anything. Came back. I was working on the gate for maybe half hour, and I thought I heard some commotion over in the cow pen, and went and looked, and here our first heifer is calved. So that's exciting. This is a heifer. We AI'd our heifers last spring. My wife and I did, and so this should be from the AI sire. We AI'd our 20 heifers that we have this year. We AI'd them to a registered Angus bull named Specialist, and this is out of one of our registered Angus heifers that we bought last spring. So this calf is a purebred black Angus calf. So that's exciting. It's our second year AIing our heifers, but first year doing it ourselves. The year before we had a friend of mine come and do them. And so yeah, this will be the first set of calves that we get off of doing all the AIing ourselves. We synced them and AI'd them and all that, so it's pretty exciting. Anyways, I'll give you a little look at it. It's a nice little heifer calf. I haven't weighed it yet or anything. It's not tiny. I'm guessing it's probably maybe mid-70s or somewhere in that area. But hey, Mom. Anyway, here she is. Oh, Mom's not too happy. Hey, little girl, how's it going? Cute little black calf. Mom's pretty calm. We nicknamed this heifer Rooster Tails last summer because she's got all the long hair on the top of her head that always stuck up straight, and she was always the first to come running in the pasture too when we would go out checking heifers. So she's a nice little heifer, and she's got a beautiful little black heifer calf. So being as that's from a pretty high-end AI bull, I'm thinking we'll be keeping that little girl for a replacement heifer. So that's pretty exciting. Calving is on for 2025.
Is this the one for this one?
Yeah. We'll just carry it that way till it's out of the way.
Never mind, we don't want one.
pins.
Big beast. No pins.
There's a nest.
That's not deep. There's some pins. And there's one. I don't know if that's what they're from, but
Could be, probably. Level right there. Let's put this there. That's the right direction.
this one goes there.
Yeah. Can you lift a little bit more?
George is jumping. Is that the snaps?
And snaps them all?
Yeah. Huh?
Unless you want me to do that end, but otherwise I'll just kind of hold this end here. Sure, I think those are all for the pens and shelter. Surprised you're not sitting out in the sun, puppy dog.
I know. I guess it's not as dry as in here, but
Well, it's the next day here, and as you could see, we spent most of the day setting up our calving pens. I thought I'd give you a little walkthrough of our calving pen setup, how we set up the pens and do that and everything, and before dark here, and then maybe we'll walk out and check cows yet just before dark. So then what we do here is we put, I have a couple of these standing panels with swinging gates on them. So we use those across the front, and then we set up 2 calving pens inside here. We've got one smaller one right here, and then we have this one in here as well. Just the dog in there right now, right pups? And then this one has kind of a swinging gate to it. Makes it nice for getting animals in and out. So that's the 2 calving pens we have in here, and then we set this pen up here in the corner for calves. So we got just like a creep panel here that just the calves can get through. And then on this side we have 2 wooden rails that we set up that the calves can go under. So I like to have that in the spring when it's muddy and you got little calves in here. And we try to keep the bedding nice in the shelter here, but when it gets soggy and messy out, it can be pretty hard to keep the bedding nice. And so then if you've got a pen like that, then those little calves always have somewhere clean and dry to go, because the light little calves, they don't it takes a lot more before they mess up their bedding than when there's big heavy cows walking around. So it gives them a good place. And another thing too that it does is it gives them a place out of the way, where they're not quite as likely to get stepped on or whatever. They can go in there, and it's amazing, they pile in there. Like, they don't have to be more than a day or 2 old, and they know what that is, and they know that it's a secure, safe place. And you'll come out here at night and, you know, almost all the calves will be in there. They know where to go, where to find the nice dry places to sleep. So then, yeah, then we've got, the reason we put these panels across the front here is that way we can close this stuff off. So what we'll do is, if we've got a storm or anything like that going on, we can close this up and we can push all the cows into the shelter here, cows and calves, everything in there. And then we've got, and then we put this other panel here, and this gate swings across and chains to this. So that way, like I said, if we have some bad weather or whatever, we can lock everything in there and keep them out of the weather. Show you this little calf here yet before we leave the corral. It's doing real good. All right, little girl, how's it going? Yeah, ears are nice and warm. It's a very good mom, very protective and watchful of it. She pretty well won't leave its side. So that's good. It's good for a heifer. They're not necessarily always like that. So then, I'll show you what we got going on. So then we got a man gate here. So whenever we need to get to our maternity pens, or to our maternity pen, we'll bring cattle through that little man gate and then through here. It's going to be pretty dark back here now. Might not be able to see a lot. There's one light back in here, but anyway, this is our maternity pen. We've got a head gate in the corner there. Walk through the gate here, and yeah, it works pretty good. There's an area here to keep some hay bales and some stuff like that. So yeah, it's good to have all that stuff set up and ready to roll for once calving really gets going here. Just getting out to the cattle here now. Pretty sunset again tonight. Don't hear any commotion out here. Sounds pretty quiet, so I'm guessing there's no new calves, but we'll take a good look here just to make sure. Lots of girls bedded down in the straw here. A couple windbreaks here. Block the wind on the nasty days. yeah, everything looks pretty quiet out here. I think we're good for now. They'll probably wait till 3 in the morning. That's how they like to do. Here's my good old Hereford cow. She's my pet. Always likes a scratch. Right, girl? But yeah, I think everything looks quiet, so I guess yeah, that'll be it for today.